I'll go live a little bit early. Mike's wondering whether his phone's not working. I am just sitting here. So welcome everyone, and welcome Monday morning. Here we go. Well, I've been fairly relaxed over Christmas. Haven't been like absolutely going nuts, and the sales have been consistently good, but just dipped down yesterday. £2.50 yesterday, but up to that point it was all right. I'm on the old 2-screen setup. Yeah, it was a solid. Got another late delivery. That'll be wiped out. But yeah, hello to everyone. Hello, Mike. It's not your phone. It was just me sitting here, not going. So Leanne's in, Rosie's in. Good to see everyone. Julie's in. I see you. I see him now. Oh well, that's good. So I've been really, even though I haven't been sort of going mad at listing, I've been going really cracking onto sort of tidying up, culling stuff, organising stuff, getting ready for the new year, really, thinking about my process and how I'm going to do that. I've done my accounts, and I'll do this every year. I'll do my accounts because I like to get them submitted. This is for the 2019-2020 tax year. And because I like to get them submitted before the end of the year. You have to be in by the end of January. But I always think, well, why don't I just sort of like do all my accounts up to November, which I've done, and think, well, I'll only have to add 4 months and I could submit next year's. And I'll never do it. So there you go. What situation we're in, eh? Great Grand Britannia. Well, not so great. No, not Great Britain, actually. United Kingdom. We're the lepers of the world at the moment. It's a right old mess, really. I was going to do, in actual fact, I started recording a video on Brexit. Playing with fire there, aren't I? And not the pros and cons. I think everybody knows where they are on that after 4 years. But how it would affect your reselling business. So you may have noticed I haven't done a video this week. That was the video I was planning to do. I've been a bit lazy on the videos just because I've been chilling a little bit, enjoying Christmas. So that's a half video. I might finish off. But wow, what a situation that basically no one's, let me think about this, no one's allowed to leave the United Kingdom to go to France or plenty of other countries because they're worried about this strain of the virus that Boris has said is responsible for the increased number of cases of COVID. I hope he's not just sort of found that's an easy hook to put the blame on, and it's actually down to his mismanagement of the whole pandemic situation, been not locking down. Who knows, eh? So he's been really generous on sort of letting people get together. I think it's now 1 day now, and he's advising, one rather than, was it 5? To be honest with you, I don't pay any attention to what the government say because I've been using my own noodle, really. Since the start of this, we've always sort of never gone to the shops, really. Everything's been online, food-wise. Always masked up. Always minimum journeys. Liz hasn't seen her mum and dad in over a year. They live in Birmingham. I've not seen my mum and dad in the same room or in the same house. I think we've been in their garden twice and kept like big distance from them. But the strange thing I find is that you're still allowed to get together over Christmas for 1 day. Now, to me, it's like if you dive into like a tiny pool, a hot tub, okay, or you dive into a swimming pool, you're still going to get wet. So 1 day or five days, 1 day or 5, Boris. The risk, you still run the risk of catching a virus. The virus doesn't go, oh, it's only 1 day. And I mean, it's a similar sort of thing. This is a cheery thing to start with, isn't it? Happy Christmas, everyone. A similar thing, thinking about, you know, when people sort of hear about there's going to be a lockdown, so they rush out and go to the pub before there's a lockdown, or rush out to get together before there's a lockdown. It's like the virus doesn't go, oh, okay, lockdown, no lockdown. But anyway, I'm sure you know all this. Yes, good morning. I've started early. I'm the Christmas Grinch. So, yeah, Brexit. I will finish off my video on Brexit because I do want to get people's views. I don't want people's views on Brexit. I will delete every comment. I said this in the video. I'm grumpy in that one as well. But I am interested in how you think it will affect your reselling business if it goes through with a no deal or a minimum deal or whatever. I'll finish that off. Don't comment now. Let's get some listing done. But Z's worried, yeah. It's all crazy. Gimbal's in. Laney's in. How you doing, everyone? Rich Hitch. Shells, the Rooney's in the house. PVP's in. Yeah. Yeah, there is trouble over here, but a lot of it is of our own making. So what can you say? Let's get on with some listings. So I feel like uber organised at the moment. But wouldn't you know it, someone's ordered something and I can't find it. It's a Beatles cassette tape. And I've gone to the shelf where everything is there that I listed the same day. It should be in week 13 shelf. Should be there. I've checked all around. Cannot find it. I've got 2 days to actually find it, but it's one of those, oh no. I'll probably ask Liz and she'll find it in 2 seconds. But so I've been looking for that just now for about 40 minutes, as well as tidying up. And this morning I've been to Hermes at about 7 o'clock this morning. Already done that. Came back home and then went to the post office a little bit later. And I got to the post office at about 10 to 8. And there was a queue outside. And they open at 9. I didn't know this. So I got there at 10 to 9. I got there, 10 to 9. And peed off the woman in the front of the queue because I sort of, her daughter was in the way of the door. And I said, oh, excuse me. And she went, oh, it's not open yet. Oh, no. First of all, she went to me, please. And I went, oh, yeah, whatever. I said, I'm just doing a drop off because she was going on about, here is a queue, you know. I'm like, yes, I know. And I jump it. But there you go. Have I slowed right down my listing? Yeah, I have actually slowed down my listing, but I've been doing that to make sure that I have my process. I really want to start a new process sort of next year and to get that in place. And I think the most important thing, if you sort of put a new process in place, is to get really, really tidy. No good having sort of like a routine if you're stepping over 10 tons of crap. So, yeah, you know, get everything clean and tidied down and sorted out. Hopefully find this Beatles tape. And go forth with the new process, which I'll tell you all about in the new year. But it's kind of like, I kind of do it anyway. And this list 5 is part of it. I sort of mentioned this last week. It's sort of like half-hour things of doing stuff. So, yeah. So loads of people have joined. And I forget who I've said hello to. Mark's in the house. Paul C. If I miss anyone, just say hello again and say I missed you. Rich Hitch. Are we still stuck at home? Yeah, we are. Have you been doing next day half price for everything? No. Next day twice the price. Tell you what I've been doing, a little jiggery pokery on the eBay front, which I got from one of the American sites, is he was saying, if you've got something at a rock bottom price and you don't want to go any lower, but people are watching it and you could send offers. So say if you've got something for like a tenner and you add it on at, I don't know, 20 or 25 or whatever, rather if someone's watching it at a tenner, rather than send an offer out for like, I don't know, 8 or 9 or whatever, put a price up to original price, then send the offer for what it was at, or maybe, you know, what you want to send an offer at. And I did this and had sort of like got a couple of sales out of it, which was good. So for example, I think I had a Wii, and I was putting prices up by £10, but asking the price it was at on the offer. So there we go. Kieran's got a new little logo there. And yes, the plan is I am going to talk to. I was going to get. You put me on the spot here, Kieran. But yeah, the plan is we're going to talk on Wednesday because I thought I'd better do a stream. So I'll get Kieran on because he's just gone full time. But I was trying to get Damien on as well because I wanted to talk to people who've gone full time, kind of recently. But he hasn't got back to me. So. Kieran, can you suggest anyone else who's gone full time recently? I was thinking of John Luke, but I've had him on before, and he has gone full time, hasn't he? So yeah, I wanted that kind of like angle on it. I thought Damien would be good because he's been doing it for a year, and you've only just jumped in. So yeah. Oh, 50% Packlink. Yeah, I've been doing Packlink. Yeah. It's 3 a.m. in Canada, on the west coast of Canada. And PVB's still awake. Neil got pulled up for queue jumping. Yeah, I do get some looks. I love it. I love the looks I get. I feel so smug. Yeah, the Brexit GSP fees, import duties, who knows? Who knows? Right, let's get on some listing. That's what I'm here for. So whilst going through the shelves, I'm just coming across sort of things that don't seem to be, I don't think they're on. I need to check them. That's what I need to do. There's a couple of things here which I think I was planning on sending up to Amazon, but I couldn't send Amazon stuff in the last quarter because or there was some block on it. So this on Amazon, I seem to think at the time I thought it was worth a load of money, but it's one of those ones that's worth a load of money. Probably isn't now, but no one buys it, so you know, not really worth loads of money. Let's have a look. I sold something on Amazon for like $6.99 because I was clearing it, and my balance went down. So whether it actually cost me more to sell, I've got no idea. So the rank, 46 quid on Amazon. The rank is 97,000. So you think, it requires approval. Right. So let's have a look on eBay then. Yeah, Matthew, I haven't done a lot of Amazon this year. I sent in a box like a few months ago, and it all sold. And then I was getting some stuff ready, and I just couldn't be bothered with it. So I just chucked it on eBay, and yeah, I've been really happy with that. But I've heard of people sort of that have been asked for receipts and everything. I'll have to ask Faye and Simon whether they've had a lot of stuff like that. Right. Let me first check I haven't got this listed. God, it's slow. But yeah, Bozza's in his Cobra meeting. He didn't think he could have had it last night, you know. He needed sleep, obviously. No, not there. Okay, let's get Bears a Whizzer on. Bears a Whizzer. So, everyone ready for Christmas? I keep looking over here because shall I change my camera over? I've got the old 2 monitors. I can't even squeeze this on here. This monitor's too thick. Oh no, there we go. See documents. Yeah, I haven't been near it really. Quite glad I haven't. There we go. New view. Right, Bezer Wizard. 46 quid on Amazon. Probably about a tenner on eBay. Let's have a look. 20 quid. Bezer Wizard, Bezer Wizard, Bezer Wizard, Bezer Wizard. I'll stick it on for 20 quid. I think I bought it for not very much more than that. Not much more than 2 quid. Bezer Wizard. Oh, God knows what it is. The game of tactics, trivia, and trickery. Obscure stuff. Yeah, it's quite funny doing my accounts because you do see things that I bought like 18 months ago. Oh yeah, I remember that. I've got loads of stuff I kind of want to just sort of dump, broken stuff and etc. Really start the year in a good way. So I'm going to go. I might do one day dispatch on this because not that anyone would buy it now, but you never know. Has everyone else's sales? Have they? Yeah, like I say, it's been consistent. You know, like since lockdown, really, pretty much same level of turnover, and then just the last couple of days. This is the most difficult time. Any new resellers or full-time resellers, Kieran? It's a tough time, you know, after Christmas and into the new year and up to February. Oh, Ricky's gone full-time. Maybe I'll get him on if he wants to come on. That'd be good. Yeah, I'll drop him a note. He'll probably take over the chat, which is fair enough. So me talking. Sales have dropped off a cliff in the last 3 days. Yeah. No, I haven't had anything today. Sometimes I don't mind getting a no sales day. I shouldn't say that really, but you just think, oh, excellent. This gives me time to sort out other stuff. But yeah, difficult time. January, February, especially February. Best thing to do, list some stuff. Simple. Just keep listing. Keep consistency. And everything seems to have gone to auction for some reason. Right, 999. 20 quid. I could get 40 quid if I got it approved and sold it through Amazon. But then I was looking through my Amazon accounts, and there are about 3 things where they, you know, because I don't check my Amazon communication that much because I'm pretty small fry on that. There was one I knew about, which was a Furby Connect, £45 refund return. But there were 2 others, and it was like, Jesus, because it goes straight to my email, which I never really check, and I don't like my eBay. I check my eBay messages every day, but Amazon, you know, maybe not so much. So, yeah, there we go. Right, what else we got? I'm gonna whip on. I've got 2 new board games, and then I've got a couple of other board games down in the storage. I'll have to get a Pointless board game again. I think Amazon. I plan to send that to Amazon. Let me just check. It is not listed. Yeah. So apart from my new routine for the new year, I think I'm going to sell a bit more on Facebook Marketplace. We sell our personal stuff on there. I don't do it. Liz does it. So when the kids grow out their toys, all goes through there, and you know, we're probably talking, you know, just a few hundred quid or something in a year. But I might start. I've got this massive toolbox which I was taking photos of today. which I will never send through eBay. I will show you a pic. If I can, I should share it really, but there we go. I purchased that thinking it was a Snap-on, and I'm not too sure whether it is because I couldn't find a reference number on the back. But it's got a Snap-on badge, but I don't mean anything. Because the guy who sold it, I'd seen him sell a Snap-on box before down a boot fair. And then he had that one. I thought, I'll buy that. And then since then, I've seen him sell 2 others. And I'm thinking, it's well dodgy. He's just like putting them out there. So I'm going to sell it on Facebook Marketplace just as a red toolbox. For like, I'll be glad if I make my money back on that. That was a bit of a boo-boo. Been a few boo-boos this year, but it's all learning, isn't it? It's a dodgy for sure. It's a dodge. Well, it might not be. I tell you, it's a good toolbox. Bloody heavy though. But if I'm selling it as like red toolbox, that's all right. Right, this is going on. I don't know what I'm showing you again. How much does a new pointless get you? £8 or something? Anyone got any things that they would not buy next year? Any fails? I'd love to hear the fails. Brand new. Come on, give me this one. Oh, there we go. $4.99. Let's have a look at buy it now. $14.99. Sounds about right. Let's go for that. I think what I might do is have a bit of a change of scene in here, like with the background. This has been, I was talking to my mates on Zoom yesterday. They were going on about what's all that stuff in the background, and it's actually all of Lizzie's stuff. But because I'm clearing down a lot of the other shelves in here, because there's going to be no stock in here at all, I might actually move that and put something like that looks quite nice in the background. That might be good. Vintage Financial Times twin deck playing card. Are these fails? Airline and auto pillows. Mine would be WWE belts. No, tiny belt things, which I've shown on the channel. Still haven't sold. They're at 99p plus $3.49 postage. And I'm kind of praying that they go large letter. I think maybe they would. They were like 50p each. So I really thought they'd be a great stocking filler, but no one's bought any of them. Crash helmets. Those crash helmets I bought, terrible. Not sold one. Bought them for 17. They were on for 45. Been sending offers for 30. But definitely the key is get stuff through. If it's not selling, look at the price, revise it, have a on a regular basis. Definitely. Of course, there is the stuff that we know will sell. And an old favourite of mine is this. This will definitely sell. So this has been on the shelf waiting for sort of January. And if you've got Wii Fit boards or whatever, again, I don't think you can sell this on Amazon because I might be wrong on that, but it's going on eBay, going on Fleabay. Hi, Kirsty. Anyone in the chat from Northern Ireland? Yeah, are you from Northern Ireland? Right, so I've got two of these Zumba things. So let's get these on. These will sell. Kirsten, have your sales been? Has your shop been open? I guess it would have been, but it's probably been locked down now. I hope you've had a good Christmas. I hope you and Z have had a good Christmas, and anyone else who's bricks and mortar. Yeah, I think, it's weird thinking about doing a video about Brexit, which I will finish off. I think it could be that in the short term there's going to be a boost, but in the long term, people might not have any disposable income, or certainly less of it. So it'd be interesting. I'll tell you something that happened to me. I had an item. It was a guitar pedal, and a guy from Canada said, how much is the postage to Canada? And I thought, well, that's a bit strange because it's GSP, but maybe he's asking because he's being quoted a high GSP price. Looked at the listing, and it said, even though I have postage policies, it was only giving options for the UK and Russia, because I'd added in my policy, I'd had GSP ticked and an additional one for Russia. And I'm thinking that's not right, because if I go in as change my postcode to Canada, it should give me all those options. And I compared it to another listing with the same postage policy. So I've got about half a dozen postage policies, and that one was all right. And then I went into this listing, I changed the policy to something else, saved the listing, then went back and put it back to the original policy. But it was still saying no postage option to anywhere but the UK and Russia. And I was like, Christ, if this is doing, this to a lot of my listings, it's typical eBay glitch. Half the world isn't seeing my listing. So I'm going to have to end that listing and relist it again. But yeah, it's a weird one. Tony Rat, Bullring Cottage Collectibles. Are you in the Midlands? Is that the Bullring from Birmingham? Let me know, Tony Rat. I'm new to reselling. You've got a Le Creuset pan with a hairline crack on the side. Is it still sellable? Is it on? Well, I think anything's sellable if you declare it. I would say yes, it is, but you will probably, in completed listings, be able to find. Normally they have chips, and people are happy with them with chips as long as they're declared. Will affect the price. Now, I mean, those things I've sold those things for 170 quid, but that's the big ones, and it was in perfect new condition. So dependent on the size, let me know what size it is and whatever. If it's a big one and it's got a crack in it, you might be looking at maybe only 40 or 50 quid, but still good though. But yeah, always, I've been on looking at old Le Creuset, clearance stuff, because I just wanted the knob on the lid. So yeah, even that is worth it. So yeah, last minute surge. What's Kirsten said? Has she answered me? The shop was busy for the first couple of weeks of December, but quiet for the last week. Yeah, only tier 2. Yeah, I'm done with my post office now. I took them a tub of celebrations, a plastic tin. I don't know whether the one lady's who I gave it to is gonna stuff them all, whether she's gonna share it. Who knows? Yeah, that's true. Pleasant Valley. The postage to Canada, I was checking out. Okay, when he first asked me this question, it was like a 1,500 gram parcel. And I was expecting it maybe to cost, I don't know, 10, 15 quid. And it was like 24 quid to send it, through Royal Mail. I was like, Christ, a lot of money. So it did go up. I remember it went up about maybe just under a year ago. Right, let's get this Zumba on. Enough gassing. I've got to list my 5, and then I've got to waste time looking for this blooming Beatles tape. So that'll be fun. Right, Zumba Fitness, 4 DVDs. I've sold this probably sold about 6 of them. So right, 20 quid. That sounds about right. Yes, I've been up since 6:30, which is interesting. Range of price, some really cheap, some quite expensive. I'm going to go for 20 quid. I think it'll sell over January. I've got to have a look at my Wii Fitness boards because they will definitely sell. I've got 3 Wii fitness boards. Can't even talk. Is everyone working up till Christmas? Like I say, I'm sort of taking it fairly easy, but the whole point of my new routine for the new year is to create focus and consistency in doing things, but like really focus on that chunks of work. So like half hour for this, half hour for this, half hour for this, and then stop at 6, and then half hour plan next day. That's the plan. Size 18 small. Yeah, I mean, you might get 20 quid for it. Oh, you're in Brecon. That's Wales, isn't it? Are we talking Brecon Beacons? I went there with my junior school to Brecon Beacons. Talibont is where we stayed in a tin hut. Freezing cold. Right. And I've also been considering a new name for the channel. Got a couple of ideas. I won't share them with you. Probably end up not changing it, but this is the time to have big plans. I can't believe I've been, this will be my 5th year of reselling. It's crazy. And it's been a strange old year. And like, again, going through the accounts, I've spent less. So, all through from September, boot fairs ended. I did a bit of sourcing, jumble sales, bit of RA, but planning on hitting jumble sales in like March or whatever, and didn't really get into jumble sales until June, was it? So all of that was no spend. And then I haven't really sourced since September this year. So that's like, 2 months without any spend. It's nuts. So, and my turnover has gone up as well. So be interesting to see what the profit's like. Right, I've got another Zumba. Sounds a bit weird. So many things I'm chucking out because they're just like absolutely broken. But it's such a good feeling. Oh, it's all in the that's what I was hearing. Shake my maracas. Well, it looks unused, but the security seal has been broken, so I'll have to sell that as used. Let's check all the DVDs are here. Yeah. Zumba. What's that little gap? Should that be? Yeah, that's all right. Are you ready to party live? Find a class at zumba.com. That's like those Peloton adverts. Those Peloton adverts really get on my wick because I don't know how much it costs, but I bet it costs an absolute fortune to like join the club. And I just think, why don't you just buy a bike and go out? Surely that's the the beauty of cycling is you're outside. I mean, even if it is raining. But no, let's cycle in the front room. Right, Zumba, Exhilarate. So look at that. I'm sure that'd be about 20 quid as well. Mm. 15. What am I now? Oh, I'm uncompleted, not sold. I think I'll try and get 20 quid for that. Yeah, I'll do 20 quid. If it hasn't sold by mid-January, I might bring the price down. Or maybe not, actually. The one thing I've learned is there's the best time to get the right price is straight away, because your item is hot in the first 2 to 3 days. So yeah, I'm thinking I want 20 quid for it, but if you've got to be so honest with yourself. But will you get it? The answer, I think, is no. So much better to get a few quid less with a realistic price. Right, that's how I'm doing all right, aren't I? That's 4 done. No questions? Everyone's talking to Pleasant Valley, which is a nice thing to do. Hello, Mike from Night's Life. How you doing? How's Brian? Mike knows Brian, blessed. I've got this book. That was bought thinking about Amazon, really. Fleetwood Mac is a crazy band. What's his name? Mick Fleetwood, John McVie, Chris, Lindsay Buckingham, and Chris. God, I'm losing my brain. Stevie Nicks, not Chris. Christine McVie, that's who I'm thinking of. I'll have a quick look on eBay. I don't think it's going to be worth a lot of money on eBay, but you never know. Yeah, so next year, more Facebook Marketplace selling, more Facebook Marketplace buying, and it's Richard. Who am I getting mixed up with? You know, there's this common theme on this channel where I don't remember names. There's a classic example. All right, Mike. Listen, Mike, Richard. I don't even remember my own name. I remember once when I was at school, I spelled my own name wrong. I put a G in it. Terrible. I don't know why I did that. I was obviously distracted. Who's called Mike? Who is Mike? Oh, Richard. Sorry, Richard. Could you change your no, it's not. I don't watch that one. Can you put Night's Life brackets Richard? This bracket is especially for Pete, who doesn't seem to remember names. Oh dear. No UK sellers. Let's have a quick look at Amazon. Might do it in the new year. Yeah, Mike, now known as Richard. Or Richard, now known as Mike. Oh dear. I used to be when I used to work at Canon. The security guard there always used to call me Steve. It was a bit like Rodney and Dave, you know. And every time I left, he'd say, "See you, Steve." And the first 2 times I said, "It's Pete." And then I just gave up because he just kept doing it. "Hi, Steve." I'm like, Jesus, all right, you know. He's got E's and T's in, but Pete and Steve. I'm going to leave that for now, I think. I'll come back to that one. And I grabbed this. This cost me £1. But it is a bit of a regret because there was someone at the doorbell. Give me 1 second, I just want to see who that is.
Yeah, it's okay, it's just an eBay thing.
Some sort of eBay delivery for me. Louis Steve Vinegar, yeah. So this is Kill-A-Lot, I think, and it should come with a remote control, and it's a fantastic remote control toy. But it didn't have the remote control, so I bought it for £1, thinking, and I actually left it. I thought, no, I don't want that, and then came back to it. I must have been having a bit of a. It's not happening at the boot fair. I don't even know whether there's batteries still in it. So I can't get my. I can find my screwdrivers. Oh, there they are. Hopefully, it's not all gunked up with battery acid. But even if it isn't, I haven't got a way of testing it, so. But yeah, I just want it gone, really. There's so much stuff. You just, even though I've had less time to source this year, the amount, because I think I just went mad for it this year. I really did. Oh, there is a battery in it. Oh, Christ. One of these. Lovely. Blimey. Okay, well, that puts the cat amongst the pigeons. Let's find out a price on it anyway. So I bought this, and then I think a few months later I saw the exact same thing but with the remote control, and I was like, oh, I wouldn't mind just buying just the remote control. But of course he didn't want to pass it out. It's Robot Wars. It's a Sir Kill-A-Lot. So yeah, funky looking thing, but a pain in the bum to send, and more of a pain in the bum because I haven't got the remote control. Now, will someone have sold one on eBay? Doubt it very much. So for the whole, God, remote and charger. So it hasn't got the charger. Someone sold. Oh, let's have a look at ByteNows. Someone sold one for £70. That's pretty good. Someone sold one for £24. Someone sold one for 13, and it looks like it's just the untested and no remote ideal static model. This is quite a large item. Dispatch with Royal Mail second class. You fool. £8.99. I think £15 and £6 postage. That'll do me. Yeah, Robot Wars. No souls. Put rare in the listing title. Another knowledge bomb. Yeah, that is a good one. Price it high and list it as rare. Yeah, I'll just be glad to get rid of that. $14.99. So that's draft. Right, I've got another couple of things I was looking at last night. Actually, another couple of Hornby things. So this is new, but it's got a little bit of shelfware. Just not great, but I mean, it was weird when I was looking up comps for this. It's the R2171 BR 462. Obviously. And click on sold, click on buy now. Order it by highest price. As you see, this is typical. Now, yesterday, I'm sure I saw one for £500, and I was like, £500? It's crazy. Oh, got an offer. What's that for? What's for some old 20 quid? It's up for 30. They've offered 20. I'm going to counter for 22. Oh, we're in Tadworth, just down the road from me. $2.99. Let's see what they say. Let's get straight on it. See if they accept. Yeah, I do wish I had the remote, but I haven't. But then again, it did only cost £1, so. Richard, aka Mike, has opted out of GSP, and I'm sure I did that for a while after watching a lot of Z's videos, because he was going, "Oh yeah, just send it straight there." But then I kind of opted back in. I think both have their benefits, so yeah. Dave's in the house. Not sure how much goes. But yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, but there. French border closed. Time to turn off GSP. Time to turn off international. Christ, nothing's going to get through. So where did I see this big price? This big £500 price? I was looking at this last night, and I was thinking to myself, maybe 200, but that might be over-egging it. I can't find the price. Let's have a look. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So what have I searched for here? R2171 Canadian Pacific. And someone has sold that exact same one on auction, one bid for £500. Now the next highest, I filtered it on Buy It Now, that's why I didn't see it. Let's sort this. And he's opened the box and showed, so it's not like, he has got it out of the box. But there's a £500 one bid. That looks well sus. And then 209 pre-owned. Now, bear in mind, this is new with shelfware. It was on for 209, took an offer. I don't know, I could find out what price. Then next one is 190. All these are pre-owned. 145 went on offer. 150. So this is new, unused, but with boxed with shelfware. I'm going to try for £250. No harm in trying. So that's what that will go on. New, I think I bought this for 50 at a boot fair, 50 quid. Originally cost 90 quid. So yeah, I knew it was going to be good. $500. Yeah, I don't think it's a realistic 500. Yeah, Richard. Yeah. Things need to get sorted quickly, very quickly, because Boris, by attaching he was always going to blame something for his laziness and lack of ability to sort this out. And I thought he was going to put the blame on the public, saying, "Oh, they haven't, they haven't distanced." But no, he's put the blame on squarely on this new variant. I find it strange that every single country in the world has got problems with the pandemic, and when you have a virus, you always get variants. That's what viruses do; they mutate. But we're the only country who have sort of said, "Oh, yeah, it's all got out of control," not because we've failed to do lockdown, hard and early, like New Zealand, but we've kind of said, "Oh, yeah, we do this," totally unclear tier system, crap track and testing. And along comes this sort of like scientists said new variant. It's like, we can blame that and not take any of the responsibility himself. And it's backfired big time because every other country's gone, "We'll take you at your word, Mr. Johnson." And he's in a bit of a pickle. He's in a bit of a pickle. Yeah. I'll tell you what, Pleasant Valley, don't feel bad for us, because it's all down to the idiots in charge. And I think people will only realise how cretinous they are once they have to suffer the consequences, and I think if we had 2 or 3 weeks where like the borders are closed or clogged up, be it due to, alleged variants of the virus that have been, handily used to pass the blame, or whether it be through non-trade deals that were promised. We'll see. But I think it'll take that. It'll take people going through hell to realise that they've been duped. And, a lot of people in this country have been well and truly duped. A little bit, you can draw parallels with the US. And, people need to use their brain to think about the consequences of actions and not just go with like, yeah, we'll be all right, or some whimsical hope of being in a better situation. Yeah, I'll tell you what, at least with the US, there's a new dawn on the horizon come 20th of January, and I look at the US with, really quite envious that, you could probably feel like you're getting back to a normal where you don't wake up every day and are affected by what the people in charge are doing. And I've said this before, I just want to get on with my own life. I don't want to have to worry about whether I can actually get food or whether I have to queue up or any of that stuff. I want it simple, and I want everyone else, it to be simple for everyone else. So there we go. So this guy's come back with a counter offer. Why would you counter offer like 23 quid? What's he done? 22. No, we'll sell it for that. Hope I can find it. We'll soon see. I think I've seen that this morning whilst I was looking for my Beatles tape. Original. Oh no, I won't say his name. Yeah, it does pay attention. It does pay to pay attention to what politicians are doing. What I really resent is where it's actually forced into my brain every single day, and because they're not doing their job, and so many things are so unnecessary. You know, this whole last 5 years didn't have to be like this at all. But there you go. But yeah, you ask me now whether, you know, in some strange way, I want people to see the consequences. You know, I don't wish a bad thing on anyone, and all of those freight drivers and lorry drivers, I can't imagine what it's like. It must be absolute hell. Anyone who is struggling for money or whatever, and then come the new year, their food bills are going to go up by 30-40%, and there's going to be less choice in the shops. Standards are going to drop. Yeah, I feel for everyone who's going to be adversely affected by what's going to happen due to the actions of the government, and I hope there's a reaction to it, and we get back to some sort of normal. So yeah, Nia's going to have a word with somebody. I know a couple of civil servants, and they always get sort of stick about organising Brexit festivals and stuff. What's going on? So yeah, it's all quite funny. Right, what should I do? I've got a bag of things. Should I get my bag? I've done 5 things. Perhaps I'll get my bag of other things I was going to list. I'll tell you what I've been doing. See, when eBay don't have bubble mailers or my my poly mailers that I like, and they never have the bubble mailers, the A4 bubble mailers, I have been ordering these. Now, I would never use that to send an item because they're crap, basically. But I have been using these to sort out my stuff. So, you know, for example, what's in here? Some camera cases, and I've got other ones with power leads. So I've got all these boxes on my shelves. Absolutely fantastic. And I've been using banana boxes as well. I went to Sainsbury's a couple of weeks ago and got about 10 of the deeper banana boxes. And banana boxes fit perfectly on an IKEA shelf. And now I don't know whether shelves are a standard size, but, you know, a banana box will slot in. And because how I list, I put all my week's listings on one shelf. One shelf will hold 2 banana boxes, maybe 3 if you know, I've put the shelf in slightly different. They're really great. I mean, I've always loved a banana box for sending like a video recorder or something, but for actually storing, I mean, imagine you've got a shelf and it's got like shoes and I don't know, might have a mug on it and a alarm clock and all this sort of stuff. And it might fall off the shelf, but if you've got it in a banana box, and on top of that, you've got another banana box, you sell something, you go to week sort of 12, lift the banana box off, rummage through there, got your stock. Absolutely fantastic. What's Funky saying? Sheer butter bog roll in the first one. He's got his bog roll sorted. Pink Harpy's got 15 items listed. Nice. Hey, look, I'm not having a recap. If you miss it, you miss it. Yeah, well, let's look forward to 2021, eh? Trump leaving Richard Henry without kicking and screaming. That's going to be something when he goes. Because I keep thinking he's going to try something crazy, something nuts, because he just doesn't want to go. But when he's out, now, I mean, how do you? I think Biden's going to just distance himself from it, but there will be other people gunning for him because he won't have the protections you get as president. You know, prosecuted for tax and tax evasion, and I mean, I think there's a whole heap of things he could be prosecuted for. So yeah, interesting. Wasn't he was trying to pardon himself, and he's looking all into these pardons, and he was pardoning people who hadn't even done anything. He's like, oh, I'll pardon you. It's like, it'd be like, no, don't pardon me. You know, it makes it look like I've done something. What are you doing? Stop it. Funky packaging supplies. Funky Neil says, yeah, packaging supplies are poor. The large letter size boxes, and I saw Sam resells. He was using it for games, but he did actually use a poly bag and then put it in a box mailer, I think, which he was just like using the whole thing. So yeah. All right, PVB, take it easy. Hopefully see you soon. Right, let me grab some other stuff. Because I came on 10 minutes early. I will go to 12. Nothing in here. It's all in a bag. I'm keeping it restricted. So let's see what I've got. Oh, there's a bag here. So this is how I'm trying to restrict what I bring in. It would be like either one bag or one box, and the kind of rule I've got in my head is it won't be more than 6 items. But yeah, this is like some real old crud. This was absolutely covered in dust when I got it out. Again, that would have been 50p. It's not going to sell for much because I've sold a couple of these before, and you know, I always think, oh yeah, someone would love that, you know, memories of youth, but they don't, and they will only pay like not even a tenner, I don't think. No, 15. Someone's trying to get 15 quid. 15 quid free postage. So yeah. A lot of them have figures. 13 quid. But that's got the pilot. Oh, yeah, I'm thinking a tenner. Let's have a look at that one that's for sale. Let's undercut that. So that's 15 quid free postage. So if I go 10.99 with postage. Oh, actually, that's going to go Hermes. I think, yeah, that'll be. So a quick check on this. Oh, I haven't got my ruler on me. Well, I'm going to put it up for 10.99. I'll put the postage policy as a Hermes policy, but it won't weigh very much, so I'll probably put it as a 3.99 postage. Oh, Pure Retro, happy Christmas to you, Pure Retro. Will it not fly itself to Dubai? Well, yeah, maybe. I might have to. Where's the refueling? It was so dusty. It was unbelievable. I think that's why I haven't been touching it. Oh, there's no little fuel nozzle. Some of these have a fuel nozzle. Got a little man in there, though. 10.99 medium postage. Change that. So my default for medium postage is 6.49 because I kind of assume that it's going to be over 2. Occasionally I will edit it, and that'll be 3.99 postage. Other crud which I sort of grabbed. Okay, I want people's view on these. Nice pair of motorcycle gloves, but so no rips in the leather. Would you sell these? But very faded here. Okay, and there's a tiny hole there. And I thought, oh, maybe I'll just chuck these. They're Thinsulate thermal insulation, men's medium size. And they're good old gloves. I mean, I know motorcycle gloves aren't, you know, it's one of the things that do sell. But would you just go, oh, God, they look really faded. It's just not worth it. Or would you try and sell? No, it'd be good for a Darth Vader costume, wouldn't it? Ooh. You know, mask and pair of gloves. Would you try and sell these? Stick them on cheap. How cheap? $7.99. I'm not here for long, Kirsten. I left you for a history lesson. Well, I've been doing politics. I've been doing politics lessons. Stitch up the hole. I'm not going to stitch that up. It's only tiny. And I don't think it would stitch anyway. But it's just, the fading. I just wish they were a bit more zingy, Let's have a quick look at Thinsulate motorcycle gloves and see what they go for. Type of gloves or motorbike gloves? Oh God, I've got a son outside wanting to play Fortnite. Sold. Okay. Condition used. Tenner. Large size. Oh, is that almost exactly the same ones? Stag motorcycle gloves. I'm going to go for $7.99. Could chuck them away, but everything will be. What's this? Global warming Thinsulate leather motorcycle gloves. Large. Global warming? What do you mean global warming? Crazy person. Yeah, I'll do $7.99, $3.49 postage, and then it'll probably come down to about maybe $5.99 before I give up the ghost. But yeah, just get them on basically. Don't spend too much time thinking about it. Thank you, Derek. I'm just drafting these. It's pretty obvious that I'm not making a full list. I need to take photos and I need to do more around the description. So that one I will be adding there's a bit of a hole in it. So yeah. Hello, Peter. Peter Stride, Happy Chap 84. Good to see you. You going to any more boot fairs? Let me know. I need new stock. Maybe I'm kind of raring to go. Now I've kind of organised everything, apart from the Beatles tape, which I can't find. I want to get new stuff in. Right, what else have we got? I've got a couple of shirts. Ben Sherman shirt. I will measure that and do that later. And what's this one? They need a steam. I do have a steamer. I think I might wash these actually. And that is United Colours of Benetton. So nice couple of shirts there. They'll go on. Couple of cables. So stuff like this I always pick up from boot fairs. Always handy. TV leads. So I've got a big box of that sort of thing. What else we got in here? I think I've got a load of I might get some of these clothes on. So I've got Trespass ski bottom pants, which I bought. They need a bit of a wash too. So I might. Oh yeah, these had rips in. So I'm not gonna bother with that. Let me show you this rip. See that? I didn't pick that up at the boot fair. I think I picked up, from memory, 4 items, so I'm going to chuck those straight off. Can't be bothered selling that. But there are a pair of nice No Fear ones, and I think these were all right. So I'll stick those on. I don't know when the skiing season is. I should check that out, because these things always go better in the skiing season. Yeah, all these old bits and Bob Peter Storm sort of rain jacket there. I'll get that on. I used to do a lot more clothes than I do, and I kind of I've just found I've got some dregs that I haven't listed. So I'm going to go and get those on, I think that's what I'm going to do. And on that note, I think I'm going to leave you. So everyone, have a brilliant Monday. Thanks for tuning in again. It always is very much appreciated. Sorry, a bit of my stock was just moving by itself. Yeah, hope you all have. Let me get back into focus before I say goodbye. all have a brilliant week. All have a brilliant Christmas. I won't be on now for a live before Christmas, so have a fantastic time, and stay safe. Have a good time with those close to you. If you can't see your family, just Zoom them, or do whatever, StreamYard them, and take care. And I'll see you soon. Bye bye.